Hi wine lovers! The monthly appointment with the live tasting organized by LIBIAMO Wines UK, to which I have the pleasure of participating, this time took us to the south of Italy, and in particular to Campania and Puglia. LIBIAMO Wines is an excellent website for the promotion of Italian wines in the UK that organizes a series of monthly events to which I recommend anyone to join, to try a new interactive experience of tasting and to discover some high-quality Italian wines from the comfort of your home. In this event, 3 wines from southern Italy were being tasted, 2 of which from organic farming. Greco di Tufo IGT 2018 by Pietracupa, Negroamaro Puglia IGT 2019 by Caiaffa, and Primitivo Puglia IGT 2019 also by Caiaffa. Greco di Tufo, which is a wine with a 1,000 years history, is produced by Pietracupa winery. The wine is produced in the IGT version because the vineyards are slightly outside the Greco di Tufo DOCG production area. Its color is a straw yellow and initially on the nose it is a bit shy. It should not be served too cold. There are very fine and delicate hints of white peach, jasmine, bergamot, thyme, but also herbaceous hint of fern. Among the fruity hints, the most present is gooseberry. In mouth, the gooseberry that we found out with the nose explodes just like when you chew the fruit. A sudden sensation of acidity and softness is released in mouth. There is also good minerality and it is a perfectly balanced wine with a very long finish. It pairs perfectly with shellfish dishes, surely ideal with lobster and langoustine. The score that My Wine Life assigns to this wine is 28 out of 30. The other 2 wines are produced by the same winery, and before proceeding with the tasting, I would like to talk about how wines were born, which have a very young history. In fact, we started to see Primitivo and Negroamaro in the wine list of restaurants only since the 90s. Between 1981 and 1985, there was a real wine war between France and Italy. According to the European community, both countries were producing too much wine. In France due to wrong agricultural policies, in Italy because there was too much land planted with vines. However, the southern Italian wine was used by the French to correct their wines, adding body, alcohol, color and most organoleptic characteristics. After the loss of control of Algeria by France, which originally supplied it with the wine required, in the following decades from southern Italy, tankers containing wine for blends left the harbors, direction France. The war of wine also created a lot of confusion in France because the same French who needed the Italian blending wine attacked the tanks to waste the contents. An agreement was finally reached between Italy and France in 1985, but in recent years a new wine conflict between France and Spanish wines seems to be starting again. The problem was solved by changing the type of production, focusing on quality instead of quantity. Within a very short time, these completely unknown wines entered the market and soon became very well known and appreciated. After this short introduction, let's move on to the next wine, which is Negroamaro IGT Puglia 2019 by Caiaffa. It is a wine from organic farming that is immediately quite intense, even if the color has a purplish reflection. The nose is very particular and typical. It has a sharp hint of beetroot, but then comes the strawberry, ripe raspberry, plums. There is also a slightly smoky spice and unusual hint of milk chocolate. In mouth, it has a good acidity. It is quite soft, little tannin with a noticeable mineral finish, probably originated by the sea, which is not far away. It goes well with lamb dishes, perfect with the lamb shank, and it is a red wine that can be drunk even in summer during an outdoor grill party, by decreasing a bit the serving temperature. The score that My Wine Life assigns to this wine is 27 out of 30. The last wine of the tasting, also by Caiaffa, was a Primitivo IGT Puglia 2019. Unlike the previous wine, Primitivo, even at first sight, is much more intense and full-bodied. The color is impenetrable. The wine is thick with a ruby color without transparency. The nose is also completely different. There is a ripe plum, then there are balsamic hints of sage and fresh oregano, but above all, there are spicy hints of tobacco and even unexpected toasted hints. In my opinion, this wine would become perfect with the longer aging in oak casks. However, it is a very balanced wine that goes well with pork dishes, in particular with pork ribs with aromatic herbs. The score that My Wine Live assigns to this wine is 27 out of 30. I want to remind you that if you want to buy these wines, you can find them on LIBIAMOWINES.co.uk website with a discount of £10 using the code MyWineLive10. You can also use the discount code to join the next live video tasting, attending it from your home. Before leaving, I want to remind you the main free services available on mywinelive.com website, such as the wine tasting video course and all the professional tools. Thank you for your attention and see you at the next tasting.